are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Good to see you.
Awesome, you too.
Last time I saw you was at Montreal Comic Con.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I know you're a big
nice.
Stoner Rock fan.
I certainly am, yes.
I just met John Garcia for the first time from Caius.
Oh, no way, dude. That's rad.
Do you have any more of those pins?
I do.
Do you?
I got a whole bag somewhere.
I want to get one after.
Okay, Ted's got them.
First off, I love the movie. I got to see it last night.
Oh, you did?
I did.
Thank you.
I found it very heartwarming. I found being a dad.
Are you dad? How old's your kids?
20 and 17, so they're kind of past that stage. But I went through a phase where they thought I was the coolest guy in the world, and then that phase where I fucking sucked.
I'm in that phase now. Yeah.
Being a dad, that whole feeling of like your kids not appreciating you, maybe misunderstanding you,
Yes.
and you having a chance to actually prove something to them, that whole journey.
Yes.
How was it for you as a dad?
I mean, a new experience, certainly. And I'd never played a father in a film.
No.
But it's also it's a journey for the character to be a father. You know,
Right, yeah.
he really is thrust into this
Oh, yeah,
world
yeah.
with a 13-year-old, well, 11-year-old
Yeah.
that he's never met before, really.
Yeah.
And so he's kind of coming in trying to impress
Yeah.
with this sort of magic acumen that just doesn't really work. It fails miserably. And then he's sort of thrust into the wilderness with his daughter.
Right.
And he's kind of like all of the tools in his tool bag don't work.
Yeah.
And it's the kind of vulnerability that he has to come to that is the kind of journey that he's on to sort of find a way to connect with his daughter. So it's really about him turning into a father.
Right.
Because he isn't one.
Right.
You know? And the fun of that and the kind of humor that came out of that was just enjoyable to play.
We met like a couple of days before we started shooting, but we immediately hit it off. He's just the loveliest guy. He was absolutely great to work with, and so kind of with that rapport, it was kind of easier to imagine him as like a father figure. Obviously, in the movie, Mildred is kind of cold to him. But no, I think it was a lot of fun. Yeah.
There's a moment in the movie where you really see that there's a shift that happens, and it's right before the bad stuff happens.
Yeah.
Your actors were incredible, and I mean the whole cast was great. But that kid is so good.
She's a superstar,
she's
man,
a
in the making.
superstar.
Yeah.
So when you're filming her and you're editing and are you realizing, man, this is going to be the movie that people are going to go?
I knew her from the auditions. Like she just shone, just a bright star, and thought like there seemed to be natural chemistry between them straight away. So it was like we got that down because the wrong casting could have been a really different film.
No, for
so
sure.
it was like I just knew that she was going to step up to the plate. She even looks a little bit like Elijah's kid. Like if he's going to have a child, that could be his kid. So there was a natural sort of familiarity there, and then just she's super smart in real life. Nell's like savvy as hell.
Oh, you could tell.
And she's just going to be and she fused all those qualities that Mildred has, like it's hyper intelligent, precocious.
Yeah.
I bought everything that when she is giving her dad shit. It was stuck throughout the film. But we needed to you can't just be a punching bag for the whole film. So it had to be this sort of balancing act of a bit of to and fro.
Yeah, definitely.
And he reaches this sort of maximum tolerance level in the film.
Yeah.
So it was just fun. They had a great time bouncing off each other. And Elijah didn't treat her like, oh, it's a child actor, and because he's been through that all himself.
Of course.
He grew up.
So if
from
anybody
5
can
years
be,
old.
yeah.
So he was just like, she's just another actor I'm working with, and never sort of, not that he would pander to her or anything.
Yeah.
He
No,
just
you can
treated
feel the
her
respect.
like an equal.
Yeah, you feel the
mutual
respect. The realism in the script. There's comparisons that the challenges that your character has gone through professionally.
Yes.
Some of the names they use, it's so on the nose. It's great. Being a fan of that other illusionist. I just love the fact that it's really it takes place it could have taken place in the real world.
Sure.
And it must have been fun for you to play, knowing that those characters really exist in the real world, your arch nemesis, if you will.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And if they were to actually see the movie and see them being referenced as well.
Yeah,
yes.
it's great. That kind of stuff. Yeah.
It is. It totally is. And, I think it was just the right amount of use that it doesn't poke too much fun at those folks. But it does contextualize Strawn as actually having existed in the real world, which does make it that much more fun.
I mean, it's like real life adjacent, it operates in under movie universe terms, but a lot of it comes from real personal experience, me on a family vacay that I had with my kids when they were a bit younger, and sort of shit Can I say shit?
Yeah, you can say whatever the fuck you want.
I shat the bed in a time of crisis, like when I was supposed to man up and be what a Kiwi man is all about.
Right.
And when I talked to the writer in the UK, like we wanted to do a wilderness movie.
Yeah.
Like, but a non-violent one.
Right.
And we wanted to work out where the threat could come from, the stakes could come from. And I thought like the worst thing would be is to my kids to see fear in my eyes.
Yeah.
In that time, when you're supposed to step up like
Sure.
a movie hero.
Yeah, of course.
So what if they don't step up like that? And
Right.
what if the kid is more with it and more seems to have more life skills about what's going on?
Right.
So just thought like there's a lot of humor to be mined from that experience.
Yeah.
It's the same with Come to Daddy when we worked on that. That was from a personal tragedy, but
Right.
I just like finding humor in the darkest places.
Well, yeah, sometimes
You know?
it's the dark humor that gets you through. I mean,
gets you
laughing
through.
gets us all through everything.
It's totally cathartic, yeah.
Did you get a lot of bug bites filming outside?
I didn't, thankfully.
Okay.
No.
Was it the time of year, or did they give you
no.
something to spray?
Literally every morning I was coated with bug spray. I think like 50% of my skin was bug spray.
Her shirt in when she's in her mom's house, that panther is an iconic panther pose from the Black Panthers. Was that on purpose, or was that a happy accident?
I mean, we had to, obviously we didn't want to get into copyright issues,
Right.
but we had like lots of, that was hand-drawn by one of the designers, but it was, I'm a big fan of big cat motifs throughout both films.
Well, it's
now.
definitely inspired by the Black Panthers, which I thought was really cool, and I didn't know if it was something that was put in there personally.
Oh, no, there's no political message.
No, I don't mean it that way. I love that panther. So.
Yeah, it's a cool, iconic image. Like
really
yeah,
is.
Yeah, and then, but there's like little big cat sort of Easter eggs throughout the whole thing. But the Canterbury Panther's a very real thing for a lot of people down that area.
Yeah.
So we wanted to pay tribute to those. I mean, I've heard that story for years and years.
No, it was great. It was great.
Yeah, they're still on the hunt for it. They're after definitive proof. I'll put a bounty out. If they get some photographic proof, we're going to throw some money at someone.
While you're here, make sure you try a bagel.
Oh, I
Montreal
will.
bagels are very good.
Right.
And try poutine.
Sorry, what?
Poutine. It's fries.
Poutine.
Poutine. Ask about it, you'll see.
Okay.
And congratulations on killing and nailing levitating.
Oh, thanks. Does it work?
Dude, I know.
All right,
I can do it. I can do it. Look.
Yeah.
I know it.
Amazing.
I know it.
Amazing.
Thanks for taking the
Dude,
time.
indeed.
Appreciate
Thank you so much.
See you soon.